Hi, I'm your host, Sean White, and this is the Army of Truth, where we are recruiting prisoners. That's right, recruiting prisoners to be able to break free of the prison of lies, deception, and the things that have been taught all their life, and become soldiers in order to rescue the prisoners of war and to be able to release worldwide and to be able to be set free, for the truth will set you free. This is episode number 7. This is called Adaptation Part 2. This is about the series of vlogs that talk about why I am launching the Army of Truth, and what it is about. This is really like, I guess, part 3 of the vlogs, actually. Probably the last one I'm doing tonight because I'm pretty tired and ready to go back to sleep. But I don't even know, I have a feeling that this is not going to finish adaptations. It's a very important thing. And as we're trying to recruit soldiers and everything like that, is sorry, it's tired. The reason why we're trying to recruit soldiers is we got to understand what type of environment that we're going into, and before we go into any type of environment, we have to learn and understand what culture we're going into. Now, you'll understand why I'm saying all these words as we go along, because as I explained in previous episodes, that words are very important. I don't like to label ourselves with words, even word soldiers, all of these things. What I'm just saying is I'm trying to relate for understanding of mission field and accomplishing where we're going to. So I don't like labeling. I talked about that last time, about labeling ourselves. Words like minister or doctors or all of that. And so I'm going to continue a reason why and why it's important of different culture we're going to on this. But before we go in there, I want you to remember that in order to continue these series and stuff, I really would like you to be able to subscribe to the YouTube channel here and become a member. I want you to be able to find a way that you can be able to speak to us, tell me what you think, what can improve this show, what issues that you would like to talk about of being able to change this generation of speaking, and what I can do better, how I can talk. You notice that kind of got a country talk. My words are not always perfect, so how can I communicate? And also put in the comments there what helps you to communicate, because I said last time that everybody has their own way of communicating, and by communicating, I'm meaning by whether you are a reader and you like to read things, you like to write, you're a person that likes to watch movies or watch these videos here and that's able to understand, or are you a type of hearing person? We have our senses, and then we have the senses of the supernatural, and we have different ways. And what I mean by supernatural when I go through the series is we have the inner, we call it a conscience in the world. Everybody has a different way that they want to say what it is. But it's that thing that we need to start learning to go with and trust. That's the thing that usually is going to lead us away. A lot of times some people say, I'm going to go by the heart. And when we say, I'm going to listen to my heart, well, sometimes that is going to be what's called emotions. And emotions tend to get us in trouble because we act off of impulses. So I believe emotions and impulses are words. And I said again, words are important, and we need to learn not to be offended by words, because if I tell you and say that you're immature, well, then you're going, if you don't like that word because you have a certain way that you heard that word brought up by teachers or anything, you're going to say, you know what, I am not immature, and your walls are going there. It's going to scare you away or anything like that. So we have to learn not to be offended by words and continue on. It looks like I got in another series just in the beginning about words. We accept words as a as learning tools. We're always learning and trying to understand of what we are here, what's the reason of living here. So don't be offended by words when people call you something. That's called criticism. And part of adaptation here is adapting is, you know what, if you're going to do a vlog like this, or if you're going to do a comedy skit, or you're going to reach out to people, if you got to find out, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you want to make a difference? Well, if you're going to make a difference, then you can't be offended by what people say. If you say something on the edge of not wanting to go into an environment, and you say, well, they just need to understand me, you're expecting them to already know. And when I said last time about if you speak Spanish and someone doesn't speak Spanish, then what you're doing is you're expecting them to be able to speak your language, and they only speak English. They're not going to be able to relate, but you're getting mad at them because they're not supposed to understand, and then they're saying bad things about you. They might call the cops and arrest you and put you out, and you're understanding, you're mad about it. Well, the thing is if you're going to say anything to someone, or you're going to put here, or we joke on people or anything like that, or we use what's called sarcasm. Sarcasm sometimes can be a way that is funny to you, but it's not funny to someone else, and they get offended, so they're going to put a nasty comment. Well, the rule is you treat others as you would like to be treated. So if you are going to make fun of someone because of who they are, and that can be a form of probably judgmental, then you better accept the negative comments that are going to come your way, and not get all upset, and you start saying, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't believe people will say that. Then your heart is not doing things for the right way. You're doing things that only benefit yourself and is not benefiting anybody else. You are attracting, whether if you're trying to get the center of attention of something, or you're just trying to just satisfy some hole inside of you because you're just a prisoner. And that's what we're trying to break free of, is not to not to stay as a prisoner, but become a soldier and be able to nurture people and help them come out. That's why I said that we're trying to reach out to prisoners of war, people that have been locked up and in bondage and don't understand how to come out of their shell of the place because they're held prisoners, but they don't understand that they're already free. And so that is what we're trying to understand about freedom and what this truth is. Okay, the golden rule here is keep it simple, stupid. It's already past the time. So again, subscribe, give the negative comments, good or bad. I'm going to go to sleep this time and continue the series probably, hopefully tomorrow. I'll launch them anytime. And just tell me again what you would like or not. Again, this is your host, Sean White. This is the Army of Truth. Good night.